alcohol, tobacco, firearms. Hey everybody, it's Luke with Figure Me Out, and today we're looking at the new Marvel Legends series, Marvel's Logan and Hawkeye, and these are both the old man versions, or, you know, aging gentleman versions. Taking a look at the packaging, we've got a nice window box there. Get a peek at some of the cool stuff we get inside. On the top, we've got the X with the Marvel Legends series. On the side, we have Hawkeye there, and we got Logan over there, praying to his claws, it looks like. On the back, we have a bigger image of both of them, and I really do like this artwork blown up. I've been digging the whole X-Men, what they've been doing with the boxes and everything. I really do like this new packaging a lot. Makes it hard to throw away, but it is garbage in the end. Words and stuff on the bottom, barcode, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and take a closer look at the figures inside. And here they are out of the package. And taking a look at what we've got in the package here, let's talk about some accessories first, all right? So first off, Old Man Logan comes with an alternate Old Man Logan head. And this one's pretty good. We've seen it before. It was on that old one that came out a few years ago, part of the, was it Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, I believe. So that's pretty cool. We got that there. We also get a couple extra hands. Now these do actually fit. I've checked on both figures. So, you know, I think they're supposed to be for Old Man Logan, but they go on Hawkeye too. Looks a little goofy on Hawkeye with the, because he's got that, you know, black glove on the one hand. But it just looks like he's wearing a watch or something. So you can make it work. But there's kind of style posed, gripping kind of hands, possibly for holding the next accessory, which is Baby Hulk. And Baby Hulk with this little hairstyle, this little gel in his hair, and that's fun. I know nothing about this comic series, so I know that Baby Hulk is in it for some reason, or like a Baby Hulk. I don't know what the deal is with that. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. That'd be awesome, because I have no clue. We also get an alternate Hawkeye head, and this head is actually really cool. Brand new sculpt. Got some cool glasses on there. Got his hair back in a ponytail. Definitely pulling some like Willie Nelson vibes. Looks very good though. And whenever this first got solicited, I didn't think I'd like this head that much. But I have actually grown to really like this head a lot. I think it's very cool looking the more that I look at it. At first I thought, oh, it's just kind of a stupid like old man with sunglasses head. But I like it a lot the more I mess with it. Hawkeye also comes with his quiver. And I'm pretty sure this is reuse. I think the first time we saw it was with that, what was that purple Hawkeye figure as part of the Avengers wave, like the old Thanos wave. Maybe. I think that's what it was. It's like that one that was out years and years and years ago. But it's got a peg hole there. It plugs into his back. He has a peg hole in his back. So functional and cool. We also get this nice bow and arrow. Again, this is reuse from, I think, that same Hawkeye that I mentioned before. Looks pretty good though. It's got the little bits on it. It's got the string, which is nice. You know, it's fun. Looks good. The other accessory that we get is the one that actually Hawkeye is holding here, and that is a new bow and arrow, and I like this a lot. I like the fact that this is actually molded all together. It looks like he's drawing it back. They could have made those separate pieces, but I really do like this design. I think that's cool. It's like a compound bow type thing in a drawn position, and you can really get some good style poses with that. Whereas with this, I mean, you can't really draw it back, because if you do, you sort of bend the whole thing. It looks kind of goofy, especially because that's not how bows bend. But with this one, it's like compound bow. Looks really good there. Looks like it's already drawn back, so that's awesome. And there's actually little holes in it and everything. Like, it looks like little pulleys at the end. So cool stuff there. It's got the little counterweight at the bottom. Anybody who's never used a bow before, I can tell you this is more accurate to what a bow probably actually looks like, especially one the Hawkeye would be using. And if you want to call it an accessory, we get the Mary Jane purse. I think that's where we first saw this, was with the Mary Jane figure, the Spider-Man 2-pack, maybe we've seen it before then, I don't know. But it's that little handbag they've been reusing. But this is good. They cast in like a leather, so it looks like a man purse. But let's talk about the figures themselves. And talking about them, you know, are they new? Are they different? Are they good? Are they bad? Whatever. Let's talk about Old Man Logan first, because there's not as much new here. So looking at the overall body and everything, this is complete reuse from the last Old Man Logan we got. 100% reuse. That shirt is reused. These legs are reused. That belt, the feet, Everything there is reused. I'm pretty sure the arms are reused. And I know these hands are reused because they've got the crappy Wolverine claws. And I say crappy Wolverine claws because look at that. That's how it came out of the box, and it's never getting fixed. Look at that. It's like crooked teeth or something. It's terrible. These claws are terrible. I'm going to give you a for instance here, okay? You ready? Here you go. So this is the new, I stole this hand from the Amazon exclusive movie Wolverine. Let me just get his thing there backwards. But the Amazon exclusive movie Wolverine, that's a hand from this. And look how good those claws look. Look how straight, look how metallic-y, look how just, those are beautiful. Those are good looking claws. That's very Wolverine, very iconic. I think the reason they don't do that is because look at the size of the hand there. The size of the hand and the size of the hand. Comic books make people's hands gigantic. In real life, hands are not that big. So they bulk them up. But even that, like that looks proportionate to this figure. That does not look like a tiny hand. This looks like a gigantic meat hook in comparison. Like, and I get that, you know, it's a comic, it's Wolverine. You want him to have some big old meaty, you know, meaty fists, and sure. But at the sake of these claws, like this is garbage. Look at that, garbage, absolute trash, trash. Don't even want it in here. This is a good claw. That's a good Wolverine claw. That looks awesome. So claw hands, super disappointed in. I'm probably going to get rid of those and never use them. I'm probably just going to use the style post hands and just use that forever. Talking about the rest of the figure though, and aesthetically, pretty good. Like I said, I like that body the last time I had it. I like it again here. It's a good looking thing. The one thing that is new is the overcoat. So the trench coat is actually new, and that is pretty good. There's a light wash on it. Looks really good. There's some, you know, detailing in there, some leather, some stitch work. Even some of the buckles are kind of painted on there. So that looks good. It's like a traditional Western style duster. I'm sorry, I got to get rid of this hand. And see, doesn't that look better without those goofy looking like bad claws? Like I'll have a picture at the end where I put them in the good claws, and you'll see what I'm saying. I'll put the bad claws and I'll put the good claws, and you'll see what I'm saying. But we do get a new head sculpt here, and it is pretty good. It's you know, farmer Wolverine, if you want to call it that. I guess you can kind of tuck these sides up and get like a cowboy hat Wolverine if you really wanted to. Yeah, pretty good there. Definitely has like a good old man feel. He's got kind of like that Amish beard going on. Not sure why they did that. You know, instead of just cutting the chin out like they normally do. But you know, maybe he's gonna go farm some potatoes or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna call this Potato Farmer Wolverine, and he looks fine for what he is. Like I said, a lot of reuse, but that was a good figure the first time it came out. It's still fine here. Just those hands, those claws are totally outdated. Totally outdated, totally unnecessary. But the coup de grace and the really, really nice part about this 2-pack is Old Man Hawkeye. I did not expect to like this figure as much as I have. I'm going to go ahead and admit this is probably one of my favorite figures this year. The face sculpt. First off, let's talk about this face sculpt. Let's pop that off here. Look at that. It looks like Angry Poseidon Jesus or something. It's fantastic. So cool. Just that hair swooping over to the side, the wash on it and everything. And then the face, I don't know if you can see, but it's actually digitally printed on. That beard, the color and everything. Just fantastic. I like these couple bangs hanging down the front there. It gives it a little bit of extra, you know, whatever. You can kind of get those flowing a little bit. If you move them around in certain ways, they can get caught. You can make the wind look like it's going in certain directions. So really you want it to go to this side because all the hair on the back is flowing. But anyway, that face is just fantastic. Whenever I saw this face sculpt for the first time, I said, I gotta have that pack, if nothing else, just for that face sculpt. And I'm glad that I did, because I really, really, really have enjoyed this. So he does have like a little strap thing that goes around his back. That is removable, so if you want to call that an accessory too, I guess you could. But let's take that off for just a second so you can look at the rest of the body here. Because this is all new sculpt as far as I know. This is all brand spanking new, and the reason I know is because it's pinless. You got the arms that are pinless there, you got the legs that are pinless there, and that looks great. It just looks smooth, and it just flows really well. He's got just a presence about him on the shelf. It's a good looking action figure. You get paint where it needs to be on like the buckles and everything. Everything's super cleanly applied. The boots are different colors, you know. It's a fantastic looking figure. The wrap on the arm,
you know, that the hand being the different with the glove on it. Like, it just, everything about it kind of sets itself off from one another, and it just looks great. I can't sing enough praises for this figure. I really do like it a whole lot. Yeah, and the sculpt is fantastic. I don't know who sculpted this, if it was like Renee Aldride or May Shelf or one of those guys, but whoever it was, bravo, good job. That is awesome. And where you put this harness on, one thing that does kind of get gappy is those butterfly joints there, but when you put the harness on, it covers them up. Look at that. Just fantastic action figure engineering. Love that. But let's talk about some articulation. Old Man Logan can look up pretty good amount. He can look down a really good amount, bury his chin in his chest. You do get side to side, and you get a little bit of pivot in there as well. At the arms, they go up a little bit. They're inhibited by the jacket just slightly. You can pull them at a full rotation, but they do kick out to the side because of that jacket. If you took it off, it'd be no problem at all. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbow comes in for fairly good, you know, not all the way, but some. Both hands are hinged to go down and up, and they are rotated. At the torso, you get an ab crunch forward, and it forwards about 1 crunch, so that's pretty good. You get a little bit of back, but it is inhibited by the jacket. If you take that off, you get a little bit more. Waist swivel there. Legs go out to the side about meow amount, which is pretty good for a cowboy. Don't really go back so much, just a little bit, actually. Yeah, back a little bit. And they go forward right about 90, maybe a little less. Double jointed knees come in, and again, they bunch up because of that jacket. With the duster, they kind of get caught on that. Ankles are perfect, though. They have a rotation at the bottom. They have a forward that goes forward pretty good. They have a back that goes back pretty good. And there is a forward-facing crazy ankle rocker pivot. And talking about Hawkeye, and he can look up pretty good as well, all the way up pretty much. He can bury his chin in his chest, and it's the same with the other one. That ponytail does kind of get out of the way because it is a softer kind of plastic. You do get side to side, and you get an incredible amount of pivot on that as well, so a lot of attitude there. Arms do a full rotation. They come up better than 90, so that's awesome. They hinge forward just a little bit. They hinge back just a little bit because of that butterfly joint, so very functional there. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that come in pretty much all the way. That is fantastic. This hand is actually hinged to go down and up in the proper holding kind of way, so that's cool. You can get him with his different, bow kind of stuff. And this hand is hinged to go down and up, side to side kind of, and there is a rotation on both of those as well. Other arm too, I know it is sculpted a little bit different, but it gets in all the way as well. The pins do kind of bunch up a little bit in the back whenever you don't have it in that neutral position. They do kind of look a little goofy, but not too bad on that there. There is an ab crunch that crunches forward pretty good, crunches back pretty good as well. You do get an waist rotation. You get legs that come out to the side about that much. They kick forward really good, and there is some pretty good detents. Click, click in there to where it will hold the leg in place. You don't really get back so much because the butt gets in the way. You do get an upper thigh swivel. This one's a little bit more noticeable than this one. I'm not sure if that's like a little bit of paint rub or something on there, but anyway, it's there. Knees come in pretty much all the way. Not quite all the way, but close enough. Got a boot rotation, which is great for posing. You get down, you get up, and you get crazy ankle rocker pivot. For a quick size comparison, here they are next to the old Man Logan. Old Man Logan. Again, I think from the Warlock Build-A-Figure wave, and then the new Amazon exclusive movie Wolverine that came out earlier this year. And here they are next to a couple other comic-based figures. We've got the Avengers wave. I think that was the Thanos wave, again, that Walmart one. Hawkeye, and then also the Tiger Stripe Wolverine from Apocalypse Wave, maybe? And for a more standard comparison, here they are next to the McFarlane Fortnite Skull Trooper, and then the Marvel Legends Union Jack, which utilizes the Bucky Cap body. And that's it. That's the new Marvel Legends Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye 2-pack. What do you guys think? I think that the Logan is okay. He's not bad. It's a good reuse of that original Old Man Logan, a lot of the same parts on that, but that was a good figure. I really enjoyed that figure a lot, so good reuse, I guess. The Hawkeye is really the standout for me, and who would have ever thought Hawkeye, would have been that awesome character, but I love this Hawkeye. He just looks like a badass. He looks like just a grizzled old dude. Even the alternate head, whenever I looked at that and I said, I don't really care for that much. But that alternate head is just fantastic. So much posability, so much attitude, so much just good there. If nothing else, grab this set just for the Hawkeye. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Hit like, hit subscribe, check me out over on Instagram, Luke_figuremeout at Instagram.com. And until we meet again, in the meantime, happy collecting.